He'll definitely throw 100 miles again.
2 years have passed since that nightmare, the day Shohei Ohtani was forced to leave the mound with a right elbow injury. Amid a mix of fear and hope, he finally returned. This time, his fastball was not only back, it was faster, sharper, better than before. Behind that almost miraculous comeback stood a brilliant doctor who never gave up on him, and a legendary right arm that witnessed every step of his journey. How much pain did he endure to climb back to that mound? And what really caused the injury that led to his second surgery? In this video, we take you inside Shohei Ohtani's road to a full two-way comeback and uncover the untold story behind it.
Thank you for being here. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to subscribe.
Dr. Alatrachu's prophecy.
June 2025. On the mound in Los Angeles, Shohei Ohtani stood once again. The crack of the ball hitting the catcher's mitt echoed through the stadium, and the scoreboard flashed 100 miles per hour. A roar erupted from the crowd, every fan on their feet. At that moment, everyone thought the same thing. He's really back. But how long and painful was the road that led to that sound, that cheer, that moment? Behind this miracle comeback stood one man, a world-renowned doctor who twice held Ohtani's right elbow in his hands, Dr. Neil Elatrich, first in 2018, then again in September 2023. Both surgeries were performed by this same legendary surgeon. Dr. Elatrich is a protege of Dr. Frank Jobe, the pioneer of Tommy John surgery, and a leading member of the prestigious Kerlan Jobe Clinic in Los Angeles. He once served as president of the American Orthopedic Society for Sports Medicine and has long been trusted by the world's top athletes, a man often called the Hand of God. And his reputation extends far beyond baseball. NFL legend Tom Brady, MLB stars Ronald Acuna Jr. and Bryce Harper, all have entrusted their careers and their futures to his hands. In September 2023, Dr. Neil Elatrich once again took charge, performing surgery to repair Shohei Ohtani's right elbow ligament. Only a month had passed since the damage was first discovered in August, and just 3 days after the season ended, the surgery was already done. A lightning-fast decision that stunned the entire baseball world. Wait, he already had surgery? That was fast. Fans everywhere were shocked, but also filled with hope. Hope that Shohei might return as soon as the following season. Behind that swift decision was Dr. Elatrich's calm, precise judgment. After carefully examining Ohtani's condition, he advised, "It's best to repair it now." He respected Shohei's wishes and chose the safest, most effective path forward. His surgical philosophy was clear. Repair the damaged area, reinforce it with biological tissue, and strengthen the ligament for a full recovery. I expect him to come back completely healthy. The surgery was a success. From that moment, a long and grueling rehab journey began, one that Ohtani and Elatrich would walk together, side by side. Post-surgery monitoring was handled with extreme care. Dr. Elatrich made one principle the top priority. Don't overload the elbow too early in rehab. When necessary, he even advised slowing down Shohei's training schedule, guiding him to move forward step by step, with patience, not pressure. Shohei always listens to our medical advice, the doctor said, and at the same time, we respect his own sense of what feels right. It was a partnership built on mutual trust between athlete and doctor, both driven by the same goal: a perfect comeback. March 2025. To everyone's surprise, Dr. Neil Elatrich was in Japan. His reason? To witness Shohei Ohtani's long-awaited return during the Tokyo opening series. "I wanted to see the greatest baseball player of all time play again in his home country," he said. As cameras captured him watching Shohei warm up at the Tokyo Dome, it wasn't just professional duty that brought him there, it was respect, passion, a deep admiration for the athlete he helped rebuild. By then, Ohtani had already completed his 2024 season, focusing solely on hitting, a year that would go down in history. 50 home runs and 50 stolen bases. After a season of pure dominance at the plate, his sights were now set on something even greater: a full return to the mound in 2025. Dr. Alatrici closely monitored every stage of the process, and with absolute confidence, he declared he'll throw 100 miles per hour again. For most pitchers, coming back from a second Tommy John surgery means reduced velocity, but not for Shohei. The doctor's words carried no hesitation. In May 2025, Dr. Alatrici personally attended one of Ohtani's practice sessions, watching him pitch with his own eyes. His comment afterward said it all: "He looks fantastic. Everything is right on schedule. He's now throwing all his pitches and building endurance, increasing pitch counts just as planned." He also spoke about the teamwork behind Shohei's recovery. "We talk several times a week, me, Shohei, and the team trainers. We make sure we're all aligned, watching every small change closely. It wasn't just treatment. It was a partnership, a shared mission." Ohtani's trust in Dr. Alatrici ran deep. After all, it was the same doctor who guided him through his first surgery in 2018. That success left no doubt in Shohei's mind when it came time to choose again. "If I can't play at 100%, it's meaningless," Shohei has said. Those words perfectly echoed the doctor's own conviction. "I expect a full recovery." And then, June 2025. Shohei Ohtani officially returned to the mound as a pitcher. The stadium erupted as his fastball hit 100 miles per hour. The very prophecy of Dr. Alatrici came true. Throughout rehab, Shohei remained calm, patient, and disciplined. Dr. Alatrici later reflected, "His greatest strength is that he never rushes. He refuses to cut corners, always following the plan step by step." This comeback wasn't a miracle born of luck. It was built on trust, teamwork, and unshakable belief. A world-class doctor's guidance, a devoted support team, and a player whose determination never wavered. Shohei Ohtani's journey reminds us what true greatness looks like: humble, relentless, and deeply human. But this story, this incredible comeback, has one more untold chapter. Because on that fateful day, in 2023, something happened to Shohei's right elbow that no one fully understood. The story takes us back to the summer of 2023.
Elbow injuries skyrocketed after that rule.
August 24th, 2023. Game 1 of a doubleheader between the Los Angeles Angels and the Cincinnati Reds. Shohei Ohtani took the mound as the starting pitcher and number 2 hitter, until suddenly something went wrong with his right elbow. He left the mound midway through the second inning, his face tense as team staff escorted him down the tunnel. A few hours later, tests confirmed the worst: a tear in his right elbow ligament. At a press conference, Angels GM Perry Minasian announced, "There's damage to Shohei's right UCL. He won't pitch again this season." The news exploded across America. Every major outlet led with Ohtani's name. ESPN wrote, "Today is a sad day for Ohtani and for baseball." Within hours, the story spread across the globe. But one question remained: what exactly caused the injury? That mystery would ignite fierce debate across the baseball world. The American media outlet Fansided published a feature titled, "4 Reasons Shohei Ohtani's Injury is the Angels' Fault." First, they didn't give him enough rest. Even when Ohtani showed clear signs of fatigue, the team shortened his recovery time and rarely allowed him to take breaks during the season. Second, no special care for a two-way player. He was kept on a standard starter's schedule, sometimes even pitching twice a week, despite the extraordinary physical demands of playing both ways. Third, fatigue from the World Baseball Classic. Before the MLB season even began, Ohtani had already pitched and hit under intense pressure for Team Japan. That strain, experts argued, carried into the regular season and built up over time. And fourth, lack of precaution after his 2018 surgery. Even with a prior Tommy John procedure on record, the organization failed to build a truly cautious management plan for his workload. After GM Perry Minasian's press conference, fans weren't convinced by the claim that the team wasn't to blame. Across social media, voices grew louder. Ohtani should have been protected. What happened to his elbow wasn't just bad luck. It raised deeper questions about how teams care for their players. But there was another factor, one that had just begun to surface: the pitch clock. Introduced in 2023 to shorten game times, the new rule gave pitchers only 15 seconds to throw once they received the ball with no runners on base, and 20 seconds when runners were on. If they failed to deliver in time, an automatic ball was called. As the season went on, experts began sounding alarms. Texas Rangers ace Max Scherzer revealed that top orthopedic surgeons, Dr. Keith Meister and Dr. Neil Elatrice, had both pointed out a troubling trend. Elbow injuries had clearly increased since the pitch clock was introduced. The accelerated rhythm left pitchers with less recovery time between throws, placing greater stress on the elbow and shoulder. And when a doctor like Neil Elatrice, the same man who repaired Shohei Ohtani's arm, spoke up about it, the entire baseball world took notice. Dr. Elatrice himself never directly stated that the pitch clock caused Shohei Ohtani's injury. However, multiple reports noted that he believes the change in pitching tempo caused by the pitch clock is placing new kinds of stress on pitchers' bodies. In other words, his assessment suggests that this rule change may have indirectly increased the risk of injury for pitchers across the league. Among fans, debate quickly ignited. Do we really need the pitch clock? Sure, it made games shorter. But if that came at the cost of pitcher health, was it truly worth it? And for someone like Ohtani, who not only pitched but also hit nearly every day, the effects of this new tempo may have been even more severe. In reality, there wasn't just one cause behind Shohei's elbow injury. It was likely a combination of factors: accumulated fatigue, overuse, the intense WBC schedule, and the added strain from the pitch clock, all tangled together in a perfect storm. Even a professional as disciplined and conditioned as Shohei Ohtani has physical limits. And as the game evolves under new rules, one question looms large: how much can players' bodies truly endure? This isn't just about one player. It's a challenge that Major League Baseball as a whole now faces. So, what do you think? Has the pitch clock really evolved the game of baseball? Or has it become a hidden trap, one that's putting even the greatest talents, like Shohei Ohtani, at risk? Share your thoughts in the comments.
Thanks for watching all the way through. What did you think? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us as we continue to follow Shohei Ohtani's incredible journey. See you in the next one.